Hey guys, in this video I've got my friend Sean. He is going to show us his multi-cab that he bought and tell us some of the bad things about it and some of the positive things about it. Stick around. Alright Sean, so you recently purchased a multi-cab. This was kind of a good option for a lot of foreigners because a lot of foreigners don't want to buy a car, too expensive, and also they like in Dumaguete, the streets are so small and it's hard to find parking, and when you have a small multi-cab it's a bit easier.
Well, and as you can see, it's raining like hell right now.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you have a motorbike, you're limited to when you can go out or whether you want to get out in the rain. I personally, even in the States, didn't ride my motorcycle in the rain.
Right.
You know, the streets are too slippery, there's too much that could happen. People can't drive with the Tinker's Dam here anyway.
Especially here, yeah.
Yeah, especially here. But
and you're limited to just you and your passenger. You can't, there's nobody else you can bring, you know, it's...
Exactly. You know,
so,
I got as you see in the video, I have one bench in the back, but there's two. I could actually get 6 people that are comfortable, and probably 8 Filipinos. So,
right.
Yeah, it's a good option that way. You know, it's going to cost you anywhere from $5,000 to $6,000 US to get one.
Okay, and that's a brand new.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, my understanding is the way they get away with bringing them over here without all the import fees is they chop them up basically, and
they cut the roof off, man. Just
cut the roof off, and so they come over as technically parts.
Yeah, and then they put them all back together.
Put them all together. No.
Plus, they have to change them from right-hand drive to left-hand drive because the Philippines it's illegal to own a right-hand drive vehicle. You can't drive it on the road.
Can't. Okay. So tell us about your experience. You went through we're not going to mention the outfit or anything, but you went through a friend of a friend, or
a mutual friend, or a friend of mine. Her brother owned a multi-cab place, and I saw pictures and everything, and the work looked impressive.
Okay.
So I said, okay, she's a friend. I'll throw her brother a bone.
Okay.
Big mistake.
Now, did they? The way it works with a multi-cab, do you need to have all the money up front, or how does that work?
You can find some places that only want about 30,000 pesos down. This place wanted half down.
Okay.
So I gave them half down. And, you know, just lies upon lies, man. You know, when it's going to be done. And I wound up spending another 5 weeks in Cebu waiting for them to get it finished, and you know most of these places are going to tell you 4 to 5 weeks.
Okay.
I just suggest you do your research and look at comments and look at the build quality if you want one. Go with somebody that's not their business is not dependent on them getting a multi-cab out every week. Go to a store or a place that has 10 of them already finished.
Okay.
That's a well-established business. They've got enough money in the business to have a vehicle sitting on a lot somewhere. The places that are dependent upon your money coming in before they go buy the multi-cab, and then you know, the gal hit me up, the business manager hit me up twice in 1 week for more money for things that were supposed to have already been bought for the vehicle. The upholstery for the seats, the wheels and tires, the sound system.
So you were given a price. This is how much it is for this whole package, and then they came to you and wanted more for certain items.
Well, yeah. Well, since I'd already put down half, they wanted. It's supposed to be half up front, half on delivery. Well, they ran out of money.
Oh man.
1 week they couldn't pay payroll. They called me up and says, "Oh sir, can you send us $10,000 for payroll?" 4 days later, they're sending me another text, "Sir, can you send us $40,000 for? We still need to get the wheels and tires and upholstery." And I'm thinking, I sent him back a message. I said, you told me that stuff had already been purchased, just sitting there waiting.
Right.
So, yeah, one thing you guys will find out is Filipinos will lie to you with a straight face. If it has anything to do with saving face, if they feel like they're wrong in some way and don't want to admit it, man, they'll lie to you all day long and think it's the God's honest truth. So just do your research. You know, since I've gotten mine, I've delved more deeply into other multicab places. Like we got a mutual friend that's looking at getting a multicab.
Right.
I send him pictures of mine. He wants to get something similar, but
hopefully he's going to learn from your mistakes, and then people who are watching this will learn. And
yeah.
what were some of the other problems upon delivery? You were you have a few items, right?
Oh yeah.
Still paying for it.
Yeah, in fact, I'm waiting for the new struts to come in for the front end.
Okay. Bad struts. And what about the oil? You said something.
Oh, it's supposed to have brand new oil in it. My mechanic here checks it. It's black as Texas tea, man. I mean, black as black can be.
Wow.
So, man, they haven't touched the oil. The first 2 days after I got it, it wouldn't even turn over.
Wow.
I pulled the battery out. It was an old freaking battery they just picked up off the ground somewhere, man. So I had to buy a brand new battery for that. That was like 4,500 pesos. Okay. Let's see. I've had to replace both sides, upper and lower control arms.
Wow.
The one thing I can tell you is the engine, the transmission, and the drivetrain is solid.
Okay, good.
It's good. And surprisingly, the thing has great pickup.
Now, you said electrical wiring too, right?
Yeah, my mechanic got to look. It's already burned up one AC fan for the air conditioning.
Yeah, weren't you driving in some...
Oh yeah, smoke started pouring up out of the dash, and Gracie's freaking out, man. She's like, "Oh, we're on fire! We're on fire!" I'm like, "No, we're not on fire. If you don't see flames, we're not on fire." But yeah, he said, yeah, they put the cheapest wire possible when they wired the thing up. So he rewired the wires for the AC fan. Put me a brand new AC fan in it.
Okay.
First time I took it to him, he said, "Jesus Christ, man, they don't have half of your shit going to the fuse box. These things aren't fuse protected." So his electrician wired this stuff up and put breakers in line for a damn fuse box, man. I was like, holy shit, this is freaking crazy.
After, you paid $300,000, which is, I don't know, around a little over 5,000 or so US with the exchange rate. How much more would you say you've already spent or needs to be spent?
50.
Another 50,000. Yeah. And you said there was one other major issue, which is you were told a 4x4 vehicle.
I've got the order form where it says this is a DA64W 4x4. My mechanic looks at it and goes, "Man, you got no axles up front. This is a 4x2. So they put together a vehicle that I didn't order, overcharged me for it.
And so a 4x2 really should have been about 250,000, right?
Well, the bumper I've got on it's a custom bumper. It's 5,000.
Mm-hmm.
I've got 15-inch wheels on it instead of the 13s that it comes with. So that right there is 20,000 together. The wheels are 15,000. The bumper's 5. So the vehicle that I've got without the extra should run you about 250.
Okay.
So they charge me anywhere from 30 to 50,000 more than they should have. Mm-hmm. I've had to put 50,000 in it to repair it.
But once the things get fixed, other than the 4x2 factor, you like it, right?
Oh yeah, I mean it rides great.
Uh-huh.
I mean I've rented a couple of SUVs here, the MGZS. It rides better than the SUV.
Wow.
And it's one of the small SUV, brand new car I rented. It
Yeah.
rides better than that does.
And this is my probably idea. I think next year is something I'm going to probably save up for, is getting one of these. But luckily, I've learned through you now. I'll be a little bit more cautious.
Oh, man,
So
they delivered it and it didn't have the rear seat belts in it.
no seatbelts.
I was like, what the heck is this? You got seats back there and there's no seat belt.
Mm-hmm.
So they took it back and they put the seat belts in. It's just the stuff that they I don't know, attention to detail.
So you think if you went through a company, a bigger, more established company
yeah.
that already had some already put together,
Yeah,
you would have been better off.
Well, and the stickers that I got on there, you'll see in the video,
Uh-huh.
those cost me 5,000 pesos too. That's why it hit the 300,000 mark, because
Okay.
of the extras that I had put in it.
So you really can kind of customize it. You got AC in the back, vents in the back, and everything.
Well, I had Ray put those in.
Ray put those in, okay.
Extra fans up there.
Okay.
But yeah, I picked the paint out. I picked the upholstery colors, everything.
Wow.
So,
Wow. Okay.
But-
Well.
but here, you can get light, medium, or dark tint. It's not in the States where you can get like 20, 30, 40%, or limo tint, which is 0.
Right.
You get, and you know, typically in the States, I did like 20%, which is illegal, but it still kept out more light than the 30% that they wanted.
So when you purchased it, it had dark tint over the whole windshield,
Oh, over the front windshield too.
over the front windshield.
And I got it, and I said, why is the whole windshield tinted? I told you I wanted them to have a strip at the top and a strip. Oh, I forgot to tell the tint guy, sir. Attention to detail, there is none here.
Right.
None.
No.
You know, it just things that'll make you pull your hair out, and then it's like, oh my God. The hits just keep on coming.
Well, I appreciate you sharing with us, Sean, your story, but it's
Yeah, guys, you just gotta laugh about it, man, because if you don't, you're gonna wind up killing somebody.
right,
So-
exactly. That's kind of what you have to do here. All right, thank you.